All right. So shalom. First and foremost, I want to say call halayim Yahweh Bashim Hawashah Bashim Harakakadash Wabarakadam. Honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole elect. Yeah, this video is gonna be on a little video here. Limp sync battle. Tom Holland singing in the rain and Umbrella versus Zendaya's 24K Magic lip sync battle. So Tom Holland is from Spider-Man, and this little girl Zendaya, I don't know what the fuck she does, but this is a lip sync battle, which is just like they get two celebrities, I guess, and they kind of like lip sync music in a battle. This was played to me in so-called biology course, and I was fucking dying. All right, and we're gonna pull out the scriptures, but first we're gonna show you this abomination and break it down. That's a woman, by the way. That's a woman. Alright, I don't want to play too much because this is very vexing to watch, and it's fucking disgusting. Now I'll play Tom Holland's or Spider-Man. Alright, so we just saw a woman, this Zendaya character in a male outfit. Let's look at this man. Alright, bye-bye, buddy. Deuteronomy 22 verse 5, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Need I need to say any more? And this girl here, I think she's a Jake, and maybe Tom too, but I don't know. Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment. All right. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power. That means that they're gonna get fucking put to death. All right. An abomination is a very wicked thing, or very wicked and horrible. They're abomination, man. They're unsightly. They're disgusting. They're aberrant, meaning they're aberrous or aberracious, something that's diverting or divergent from the norm. All right, and this is not fucking normal. This is not fucking normal. Okay, now this is all right, but even this ain't normal because ain't no fucking woman supposed to be leaving the house like this, man. And I don't want to, you know what happened to our fucking people, man. All right, I don't want to get too out there. All right, but for all do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power. All right, they're going off. Now we know with these Hollywood guys, they do a ritual, they do rituals and to get their positions. And when they first take the guy in, they usually have to take a photo in a bubble bath. Tupac has one that surfaced, and everyone knows about it. Tupac in that bubble bath. They usually do that to humiliate you, because now it's like, all right, you start running that yap, man. We got this photo of you with your pants down, you in a bubble bath with 50 niggas. All right, so you better keep your mouth shut. You better not tell the secrets, because if you do, we're gonna put the photos out there. All right. We also know that they do this for just general humiliation, just to fucking break them down, see if they still about it, test they still in the brotherhood. This is the book of Mathew, 16 verse 26. I mean, illuminated one brotherhood. You know what I mean. For what is a man profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or shall a man give in exchange for his soul? All right, now, no matter what you do, all right, what you do in this world, you can never give them your physical soul. That is something that these Edomites can't touch. Okay, but Another way you can look at that word soul, when you look at it in psyche and you look up the definition, you look at other translations also, it could also mean your livelihood, all right, or just your vitality in a way, all right. And these guys give up their livelihood, all right, and their butt cheeks, all right, but mostly their livelihood, okay. Well, actually, I'll switch that around. Mostly their fucking butt cheeks and their livelihood equally, okay. They give up both, all right, because these guys have no lives. Their lives is what they do, man. And when they're not performing, these guys are so bugged out, man. They can't even. That's why these celebrities are always smiling. Right? It's not because they're just living a happy-go-lucky fucking life. They smile so they don't have to think about what they did, man. All right, and also they lose their livelihood because even though they get lots of money, a lot of their money they have to pay back. You know, a lot of their money, they have lots of expenses that they have to pay. They have to pay for lawyers. These guys are all fucking airheads. So they have to pay for people to handle their money. You know, they have to pay for people to handle their business, man. They have to pay for their agents, people to get them gigs and shit. That's a lot of money in itself. So you may look at them and say, "Oh wow, he's making like $100 million," but out of that, he may be losing 80 million in just in expenses alone. Okay, you know, some of these guys' gigs they get paid to go do it, and they pay for their flight. Some of these guys, all right, but that's to keep these guys in line, man. They give you a lot of money, then they take a lot of it away, and they say, hey, but if you want your money back, and you wanna be back, you know, then you're gonna have to go do these rituals, man. And they put them in the rituals again, all right. You know, but we're gonna go here. I don't want to go into the entire chapter. You know, I really want to get straight to the point. Um, 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 6, and turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, as we should know already in the book of Genesis. You know, on some next level booty bandit shit. But America stands in the lot of Sodom and Gomorrah today. But this is literally talking about Sodom and Gomorrah back then, because it talks about Lot in the next scripture. Okay. And turn the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah to ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. Okay? An example. Alright? A sign suggestive of anything, delineation of a thing. For example, imitation, for a warning of a thing to be shunned. So made it an example for everyone, man. Like, this is what's coming, man. And this is what's coming to America. All right. Verse 7. I want to read this too. I'm going to come back to the America point in a minute. But I want to read verse 7 also. And deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked man. All right. And just as I was fucking vexed. All right. And as we were vexed watching this shit, why I didn't play much of it. Okay. Because it's fucking vexing, man. All right. It's fucking filthy to us, man. This shit is disgusting, man. All right, scriptures say, you know, love the good and hate the evil, man. And we hate this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit too, man. Like shit, man. We got too much black ass going around, man. Come on, man. I think we got too much black ass. I think we need a little bit less shit. All right. There's a little too much. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse. I could start at verse 2. And he cried mightily. I could really start from the beginning. If I'm going to start at verse 2, I might as well start at the beginning. After these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, is fallen, it's become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. So when I was going into this, and I was reading up on my notes, you know, back from GMS archives and various channels, whatever, it was the eldest breakdown of this. They talk about, you know, like literal unclean spirits, because America's gonna be like fucked up, man. It's gonna be like a desert and shit. There's gonna be birds and fowls, you know, picking at the flesh of the dead, you know, and you're gonna have these unclean spirits. The other pastor talked about that in the video on this breakdown, like unclean spirits in the desert, you know, like those howling winds in the desert. All right, that's what's gonna happen to America. It's pretty much gonna be fucking desolate. It's gonna be destroyed. And I said Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. And you can read about the destruction again in the previous chapter. So if destruction already happened, then what is this? This is a recap. This is John the Revelator merely recapping it. Because in the 17th chapter, it talks about that already. Alright, that they tried to make war with the lamb, and the lamb overcame them and destroyed them. And that lamb is Yahweh Shai. That should be pretty obvious. Okay, but that's the thing about Revelation. Revelation, you hear about the same thing over and over and over again. Okay, it's the same destruction, but you hear it in just different wording. Okay, and it's in different times. This is John the Revelator recapping what already happened. All right, verse 3, for all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. Okay, her philosophies, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich to the abundance of her delicacies. Now, if this is the Vatican, well, the fornication thing is okay, yeah, spiritual fornication, but what about the merchants of the earth waxing rich through the abundance of her delicacies? And the delicacies, which is going to go into later on, is going into slavery. Now, yeah, the Vatican did slavery. Who did more slavery, man? Who's the main nation that was pushing fucking millions and millions of fucking, people and slaves around the world, man? Mainly the so-called, Negro. So-called Negro, you have the Jamaicans, so-called Jamaicans, so-called Haitians, shipping them all across the world, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. Who the hell was doing that? We can't forget about the Northern Kingdom too, because Northern Kingdom was shipped off to Europe as well, some of them, all right, to be slaves and bondmen and bondwomen, all right. It's talking about America, man. Mainly America and its allies, man. NATO and the EU, man. All these fucking devils, man. All right. They're the ones. All right, but this scripture is talking about America, mainly America right here, man. All right, because Babylon, America it stands in that lot of Babylon. All right, that virgin daughter of Babylon. It's never been touched. Who's that going into, man? America. Simple as that. All right. The merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. Her slaves, and America still does the same shit. All right, they just they do human trafficking on the down low. I hope I wasn't confusing you, brothers. But I was trying to make a point. This is talking about America. If you're confused, what I'm saying is that this is America. I hope that makes sense. All right, I'm just trying to prove a point that this isn't talking about the Vatican. All right, but this is talking about America. Okay. The merchants of the earth are waxed rich to the abundance of her delicacies, and the merchants are. All right, all across the world, people come down here, man. You be having Elamites, out of East India coming down here to do business. They send their son, Aboud, to come down here and study. All right. Or we know the deal already, man. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you be not partaker of her sin, and that you receive not of her plagues." This is the deliverance, being saved, honor unto some of that number being saved in the chariots. Verse 5, for her sins have reached into heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much the point, man. For her sins have reached up into heaven, and heaven meaning literal the skies, man. And we can do, just for edification's sake, let's see the word heaven, Oranos, the universe, the world, the sidereal or starry heavens, man, because they got space debris up there. Because sometimes with those, if I'm correct, I believe with those satellites, sometimes when they send them back, they can sometimes get damaged, and little pieces can fly around in different places. And you got some that's like stuck in space, like fucking space debris. I hope I'm explaining that right, but you got space debris up there, man. But it's like a metaphor also, man. Like their sins have reached up to heaven. That means their sins are so fucking much, man. I mean, look at this shit. All right. As I said, man, there's just enough there's enough black ass to go around, man. It is too much, man. I don't think we need any more, man. We got enough niggas going around too, man. We don't need any extras, man. All right, we got enough, black nigga bitches and black nigga men. All right, we don't need any more. All right, we got too much. All right, fucking niggas. He's a nigga too, man. All these guys are niggas. He's a nigga. He's a nigga. The fuck is he wearing? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, oh shit. Yeah. Oh man. Oh man. You can't get respect. You can't get any sort of respect out of me, man. I hope it's edifying. Little slips of the tongue here and there. I mean, I try to be as concise as I can, but it is what it is, man. I hope, Lord willing, you brothers get the point. But if I hope I explain this right. It's just talking about America. Now, those American allies, as you know, is the 10 horns. That beast. And that beast, the 10 horns. Okay, you should know that that's NATO and the EU. But this right here is just talking about, America first and foremost, as we know. All right. So Lord willing was edifying, and shalom.